This is Geometry Exam Review for semester number 2. This is Unit 10. We're going to name the shape that's formed by the cross-section parallel to the base. So if we draw a cross-section through here, it would touch here, and that same shape would end up being a pentagon. If we drew, we don't necessarily have a base to a sphere, but it would be a circle. No matter how you cut that, it would come out to be a circle. The base, I know the base in this case is either the top or the bottom. And it would touch in here with 6 sides. So we know that this is a hexagon. We're going to find the volume. So I noticed that this is a triangle, so I need to know the area of the triangle. For me to find the area of the triangle, I need to figure out what this height of the triangle is. So I know the hypotenuse, which is 40, and I know the leg, which is 32. I'm looking for the other leg. So 40 squared has to equal 32 squared plus h squared. I know this is the height of the triangle because it's perpendicular to another leg. So 32 squared comes out to be 1024. Subtract that from our 1600. We get 576. And taking the square root of our answer, we know that the height is 24. So the volume is the base times the height. The triangle is the base, and the height is the distance between the bases. That's the height of the prism. This is a triangular prism. So the area of the base is half 32 times 24, and then we times that by 20. We can call that half of 32, which is 16. I know that 24 times 20 comes out to 480. Times the 16, 7,680. These are meters cubed. The cylinder. The volume is pi r squared, that's the base, times the height. So we know that the diameter is 16.6, so the radius is going to be 8.3. So 8.3 squared times 5, that would be our exact answer. Even though it's decimals, it's the exact decimal. And when we times that to pi, that would be rounding it to the nearest hundredth. Here we have a cone. With this cone we know the height and we know the radius. So the volume equals 1/3 the base times the height. So it's 1/3 pi r squared times the height. So we could say 1 divided by 3 times pi times 3.3 squared times 6.8. Here we have a cube, not necessarily a cube, but a rectangular prism. Plus a pyramid. So to find the rectangular prism, that's going to be the area of the base times the height. It comes out to be 8 times 8, that's the area of the square on bottom, times the height, which is 5. Then we have our pyramid. The pyramid on top has a formula for the volume of 1/3. The base, which is also 8 times 8, times its height, which is 6. So we're going to say 8 times 8 times 5, which is 320. We'll say 1 divided by 3 times 8 times 8 times 6. It's 128. Add that to the 320. We came up with 448 meters cubed. Here we have an angle of 70. We have a height of 25. What we don't know is what the radius is. So we're going to need to use opposite over adjacent. So the tangent of 70 equals the opposite over the adjacent. Place it over 1 and cross multiply. Divide by the tangent of 70. So we have 25 divided by the tangent of 70. Be sure your calculator is in degree mode. So the radius is going to be 9.10. Those are centimeters. So now I can calculate the volume as 1/3 the base, which is pi times radius squared, pi r squared, that's the circle, area of the circle, times the height. So that's going to be pi, well, 1 divided by 3 times pi times 9.1 squared times 25. So we have 2,167.96. These are centimeters cubed. Hello? Okay, I can't talk now.